Okay. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's live broadcast right here from our homeland, Radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. I remain the fearless IPB evangelist, Mazi. I am from Ondiabo. Ondiabo is in Anenri. Anenri is a local government in Oji province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcaster on the IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, and he is still incarcerated in DSS solitary confinement, illegally detained. Thank you for joining us. Your duty is to share. You are highly welcome to this very presentation. We must have to expose them in totality. This very program should be shared. The silence of some evil Southeast governors and the fall. Okay. The fall of their project. And the fall of their project, right? The fall of their project, Simon Ekperima. The fall of their project, Simon Ekperima. The silence of the Southeast politicians is missing there. The silence of the Southeast governors and the fall of their project, Simon Ekperima. Had Simon succeeded in destroying IPOB, destroying ESN, this very devil man, yes, so wike, hope was a demma, right? Willie Obiano, even Dokubo, aside Dokubo, they would have championed the call for release of Nnamdi Kanu. They would have come and overshadow everybody. They would have assured federal government that nothing will happen. You know, the main thing needed from Nnamdi Kanu is destroy IPOB. Then if the call for his release is much, we'll release him. He will have nobody to control. That was the initial plan of autopilot. The language autopilot is a people without leader, a people without command, a people without direction, a people without control, a people that have nothing to present, because people without leadership have nothing to present. So thereby destroying Nnamdi Kanu, because he will lead nobody. Then there will be nobody that will ask about him, because he leads nobody. He's an individual. Right? He will remain an individual had there been no IPOB. That's why the war of Simon is purposely on the powerhouse where the order of anything can come from, which is DOS. The whole enemy of IPOB, both within and without, the only target is DOS. Both the siblings of Nnamdi Kanu, the only target is DOS. That is the powerhouse. When you destroy them, Nnamdi Kanu have nobody to lead. And the government will have no reason to keep him there. Do you understand? But for maintaining the legacies of Nnamdi Kanu, keeping IPOB intact, keeping ESN intact, the governors are disappointed. You can see they are renewing insecurity. Are you not seeing the game? Soludo kick-started the renewal of insecurity. They are building insecurity. They are setting confusion. It is not a way to fight insecurity. There is confusion and people will go after people. People will go after people. They are instigating people against people. It is not fighting insecurity. Then it have entered Imo State again, renewal of insecurity, because Simon Ekperima is no longer there to champion it for them. Renewal of insecurity because they are disappointed. Peter Mbai is renewing his own insecurity. Hope Uzodinma have brought another new one now. Renewal of insecurity because they are disappointed. Don't you see Nigerian security agencies? They are disappointed. Their spokesperson, Simon Ekperima, who take responsibilities of every crime, so that they will be easily tagging it on freedom fighting. If criminals go to robbery, he will say it is our men. If armed robbers go and kidnap, he will say it's our men. If armed robbers attack police stations that have been disturbing them, Simon will claim it is their men. If armed robbers attack checking point that they have been targeting to attack, Simon will say it is their men. If politicians, political talks, go and enforce it at home, video it and post it, even without Simon knowledge, he will take the picture and video and claim responsibility. Thereby channeling every crime on freedom fighting. Thereby channeling every crime, giving the criminals advantage to reign without anybody looking for them. Giving the criminals more security. Because hence somebody is committing, you are taking responsibilities. Nobody will be looking for the committer, the offender, that person doing it. They will focusing on you. They will say, it is Biafra people that is doing this. That was the game Simon played. Taking responsibilities of every crime. Even the one he has no knowledge of the people. So the news is IPOB ESN, because he wants to show his relevance. He wants to show that he's in charge. And it is in the advantage of his contractors, because he started claiming in charge of IPOB. He started claiming in charge of ESN. He even changed his name to ESN because he wants all his crime to be channeled on ESN. It was when IPOB was able to clear our name in Finland before the Finland government and re-register it to IPOB, because it was Biafra community because of the condition of that very Finland they gave us earlier. When we changed it to IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, that's when they signaled Simon Ekperima. He now started sending, we are government in exile. We no longer use the name of IPOB. Are you understanding? He was using it then because the country where he is, he went to the documents. IPOB was not registered with the name of IPOB, but we registered with Biafra community. That was the suggestion of Finland government. They gave to us. They said they will not accept indigenous people of Biafra. Right? Will accept Biafra community. So before they was able to accept that we are IPOB after many years, we keep complaining. Simon keep using our name because it wasn't there. So that's when we pushed. The man said, the government said, no, we don't have IPOB here. We now explain this was our registration. This was the condition the country gave to us. They said, okay, bring evidences of your registration in other countries where they register you as IPOB. If they register you as IPOB, then we'll register you as IPOB. So IPOB now came with documents of other countries where we are registered as IPOB. That's when the Finland was able to re-register us as IPOB. And that's when Simon got the signal and he started using IPOB. By then, he have done the work of his masters, claiming in charge of IPOB, claiming that Nnamdi can hand over IPOB to him, claiming as if IPOB is a account number, claiming that Nnamdi can hand ESN over to him. The politicians who contracted him brought all their political talks, even criminals that communities declare criminals, they wanted, even criminals that governors declare wanted. They presented them, people like Baby Bush, people like Double Lion. Community declared them wanted because of their crime. So the governors submitted their contact to Simon to use them as ESN. While ESN are in the bush. So as he was shouting, he said, I need men. He did not say from so source, because ESN have source. It will come from IPOB. He said, I need men. So every criminal came. Do you understand? Now, the surprise of the criminal was that they see their fellow criminal, whom they know very well, that Simon is calling their name as ESN commander. And those criminals were surprised. They said, okay, if that is the case, we can take the advantage. We can answer ESN. We can claim to be ESN. If our fellow gang criminal can be identified as ESN by Simon, that means all of us are ESN. Do you see how they take the advantage? So every criminal claimed to be ESN. Every armed robber claimed to be ESN because somebody is taking responsibility. Somebody have claimed to be their master. Simon said, I am in charge of all the criminals. That's what he claimed, because when he said, I need men, if you are ready, do you understand? So, and when he take responsibilities of things he don't know how it happened, just to show that he's in charge, That's when the advantage was given to the politicians, given to the media, given to Nigerian police and the army to keep reporting any crime as IPOB, because you know that Simon leads nobody with name. They answer government in exile, but it is not a name. It is a declaration. Government of Nigeria is intelligent. Government in exile is a declaration, not a name. Autopilot is a declaration. Say, our Biafra struggle have entered autopilot. It's a declaration. Government in exile is a declaration. We declare government in exile. It is not a name. There must be a name of the group that declare government in exile. There must be a name of the group. You must have a name. Like IPOB, they will say, IPOB launch ESN. Do you understand? Masob called for 30th May. What you used to hear is Simon Ekperima called for sit at home. He don't use name of organization. He does not lead anybody. So Nigeria will tag every of his crime on IPOB. Because Nigeria cannot report what happened without pointing hand at the perpetrators or suspects. So for Nigeria, they cannot report the issue of criminality or terrorism without pointing hand. Right? So they cannot point hand at an individual. It will not affect Nnamdi Kanu. It will not affect the struggle. And if they take it to report to the world, they will reject it because it's a singular criminal. So Nigeria should handle a singular criminal. Do you understand? It's a criminal. But if they present the name of ESN, the world will accept it. But if they present Simon Ekperima as a group doing something without connecting it to IPOB, nobody will accept the blackmail. Do you see the game? So this is the confidence of the governors. They believe that when IPOB is destroyed, they will now champion the release for Nnamdi Kanu. Understand the game. Had there been no ESN, no IPOB now, you will see them. They will champion the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They will assure the president that Nnamdi Kanu have no other person to lead. That's what Simon was forcefully assuring them, telling them no more IPOB, telling them no more ESN. Do you understand? He was giving them signal to continue persecuting Nnamdi Kanu. But for somebody to come and assure government that there is no ESN, no IPOB, it is a grand assurance that the government should go ahead and do Nnamdi Kanu whatever they want to do him. So you don't know what it means for somebody to come and say you don't have anybody. So you don't know. No, you will not think, because Simon was saying it, he told you he's giving you Biafra. For somebody to say that the IPOB Nnamdi Kanu leads does not exist, and you clapped. Do you know what it is? It is a signal to the enemy to deal with Nnamdi Kanu, that there is no other person to fear. But you will not understand it because you think you are emotional. Do you understand? So don't you know that had there been no IPOB, there is nothing to discuss with Kanu? Do you think that Nigeria is to discuss with an individual? Nigeria know that Nnamdi Kanu leads IPOB. And he's there for the interest of the people. If it is an individual interest, they would have settled the matter. Do you understand? Any advantage you see Nnamdi Kanu is getting is because there is IPOB. If he has no IPOB, he cannot stand up in court and start talking like that. He will find his way home. He cannot remain there if there is no IPOB. He's a human being. If there is every detail, rightful detail to Nnamdi Kanu that IPOB does not exist again, and there's no more ESN, he has no reason to suffer and be there. And he cannot come out and start afresh. Do you see why we are here? Do you see why we fight anybody, even siblings of Nnamdi Kanu, that go contrary? Because both lawyer, we don't care. Because we know the key point. We know where the governors was with. They told us, we are following the case. That's what he told us. We are following the case of Nnamdi Kanu in court. We are following the court proceedings. Immediately court was doing something, they were not following court. They were following Simon Ekperima activities. They were guiding him to destroy IPOB. They were sponsoring people to destroy IPOB. So that if IPOB have been destroyed, they will now start shouting, "Free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu." They will start meeting upon meeting to tell you that they are the one who free Nnamdi Kanu, without you knowing that they have achieved their aim of destroying IPOB. This is a game that they always play. So, if there was no, don't you know that? Ask yourself, why is it that every attack is on IPOB DOS? Because that is the powerhouse. Firstly, do you know what it means to raise funds with the name of ESN on a Zoom meeting seen by the world? Then I ask you, do you know what Lai Mohammed used to report to the world? That that Nigerian youth and Nigerian citizens, they are deceiving Nigerian citizens to sponsor terrorism. Now, you see where Lai Mohammed came in. He went to bridge IPOB finance. Do you understand? How do you bridge it? If IPOB call for fundraising for ESN, they don't incite terrorism. They don't incite anything against the government of Nigeria by saying ESN will go after army, ESN will go after police, or they will say ESN will go after government, or ESN will go after politicians. No. IPOB will tell you, support ESN. ESN will protect our land, our farmland and bushes against Fulani herdsmen, terrorists, from raping our mothers, from destroying our crops, from forcibly taking our lands and forcibly occupying our land, from kidnapping. We are fighting Fulani herdsmen against kidnapping of our people. Support ESN. Now, nobody can present it to international community as terrorism sponsor. Do you know what they told Simon? When they call for sit-at-home, for fundraising, they will use the name of ESN. Do you know what they present? ESN is going to fight the Zoo army. ESN is going to fight Nigerian army. They will fight Nigerian police. They are going to defend our land. They are going to fight politicians. Support ESN. Do you know what it means? Now, they want to present the ESN in a bad light so that Lai Mohammed will succeed, and immediately the world see it like that, they will breach financing of ESN and financing of IPOB. And immediately it happens, they will now proscribe every Igbo man, every Easterner in abroad. How? They will stop financing, sending money from abroad to our home. Are you not aware? They will tell you that any money coming from abroad is to sponsor terrorism. They will make our people to suffer at home. It will affect people that does not even talk about Biafra. He cannot send money here. They will make policies that will deal with you. They will now cut off Radio Biafra. They will now declare IPOB leadership members wanted. But we keep saying we are not involved. We keep cancelling any of their fundraising. They put IPOB, they put ESN. You see us mark it bad. You see us giving press release. And you don't know that every government of the world, almost every government of the world, have IPOB press release. Every IPOB press release. Do you understand? So they wanted to destroy IPOB finance. It didn't work. They targeted IPOB because do you know how they wanted to destroy Nnamdi Kanu first? They approached Mazi Chinaf Sanwo-Olu through, they first of all approached Mazi Chinaf Sanwo-Olu, yes, through Nelly Ofebu, to abandon DOS and let them use the name of ESN to fight for free Nnamdi Kanu. Now you understand. They want to bastardize ESN to be without parents. Because the parents of ESN is IPOB. Without IPOB, no ESN. Now, when you abandon DOS, there is no ESN. So what do they want to do then? They want to cut off the self-determination and present armed struggle. Automatically cutting off Nnamdi Kanu completely. Because ESN is security outfit. Have you ever had press release ESN? Who is their secretary? Do you know? Not you. So why must so if a country invites you, ESN will go. You go with the name of ESN. So if you want to call for freedom, you after doing it say ESN. That is stupidity. Mazi Chinaf Sanwo-Olu debunked it. They later called Mazi Ikpeazu women in America. They told him to start using his power. Mazi Ikpeazu told him that his power have limit. That Nnamdi Kanu is still in charge. Do you understand? That somebody is leading this movement. That he will do the one under his power to do, and The other one is led for our leader. That's where they defeated them. Now they came direct attack. Do you understand? Direct attack. Direct attack. What was the target? Frustrate all the members of DOS. Let them abandon it. The target is DOS. That is the only thing the governors need. That is the powerhouse. That is what Wazirike don't have. That's why Wazirike fell. Wazirike was able to, they moved for the release of Wazirike when they saw that Masob have divided into three. When they saw that Masob have gotten different leaders. They refused to go for his release when Masob was calling for his release. Immediately Masob was destroyed. I was a Masob member. Immediately Masob was destroyed. You started hearing about Tojako, EPC. You started hearing Eastern People's Congress. You started hearing so many of them. Uche Okuku was a Masob's spokesperson. Uche Okuku now that contested for Hanese. That or what? Uche Okuku was spokesperson Masob. Are you aware? Masob divided. They now know. That's when Andy Oba started moving. Chukwumerije, all of them, they moved. They brought Wazirike into agreement. Wazirike was able to go. Had there been Masob intact, and then they went to Wazirike and told him, no more Masob. There is no reason for you to be here. Do you understand? They have also meeting Namdekan and told him, no more IPOB. Do you understand? So they have tried to convince him, because that is the only thing you can do. So the reason why you don't hear from governors now is because they are disappointed. Not all, I mean those that Dave Umahi was able to convince. And some politicians, Dave Umahi, Willie Obiano, Nyesom Wike, those that they were able, Hope Uzodimma, those politicians they were able to convince to join them, they are not talking now. Anybody you hear after court order start telling you that court will decide, Ojo Sakalu will tell you that court will decide in 2025. He's still telling you court will decide. They are part of it. Do you understand? Dave Umahi told you he don't want to talk about it because they are under agreement. Wike will tell you he don't want to talk about it because it is under agreement. Hope Uzodimma will not talk about it. But if you call for governors meeting, Southeast, if they gather, after writing what they came from, they will write there, they say, federal government should free Nnamdi Kanu. They will put it, they call it a sentence. But some of you see it as something. It's just to make sentence. You know, they must put it in their communique. But that is not why they gather. Do you understand? They have their ego eye. They were waiting for the fall of IPOB. You see them, they will claim to be good people. They will front for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. They will front and start confronting government, but they are disappointed. They are parrot. Simon Ekperima is no longer there. Now today, they are rebuilding insecurity. They are rebuilding insecurity in the name of fighting insecurity. They are rebuilding. They are rebuilding. From Anambra now, it have entered Imo. They want to refresh it because Simon that have been doing it for them is no longer there. That's why you see immediately Simon was arrested. The army and police put gear. IPOB ESN. IPOB ESN. Both vigilante. IPOB ESN. Because somebody was taking responsibilities of all these things. They will see the people who, they will say, we are Biafra Liberation Army. Nigeria don't care. Immediately they commit the crime. What you will hear again? IPOB ESN. Now what does that tell you? This Zedid Hope Uzodimma, Nyesom Wike, Dave Umahi, they bought over the media. They bought over the media. They even bought over spokespersons of security agencies. PPROs. Do you know that these three people bought over the media? Media editors. You must target IPOB. That is an agreement. It is an agreement. Because that is their only point. IPOB must be destroyed before Nnamdi Kanu will be released. But they are disappointed. Are you understanding? That's why we told you must guide IPOB. Why is it that somebody who have never been an IPOB member claimed to you that the IPOB was handed over to him? Because he want to tarnish the name. How can you just come on your side or guy and say, yeah, we're come, yeah, we're shop, yeah, business, yeah. Now, boss, I have a line. Just listen to Simon Ekperima, share his program. Listen to Ikem Patrick. Listen to Mayegun Diary. Listen to Prince Darlington. Listen to Ike Guruago. Listen to Wasofia. Listen to Okendo Kechuku. Listen to... There are many, both Yoruba person. But Nnamdi did not say, take instruction from them. Take order from them. He never says so. He never said take order from them. So, ndị nke ahụ ugodu ndị na-agba ọsa, ndị nke ahụ na some of ndị nke ahụ ugodu IPOB, Simon awụ IPOB, ma Egu na awụ IPOB. Do you understand? Nnamdi Kanu say listen to them. Listen to is not take instruction from. Osisegi, DOS is the highest decision-making body in IPOB. Yeah, about powerhouse. Do you understand? Led by Chike Dozim, headed by Chike Dozim. Osisegi Nanzurumike, Deputy Head of Directorate of State. He is the head of our reconciliation committee. If he calls you on the phone, and if you refuse to pick a call, or if you refuse to return his call, we will know that the zoo have brought you over. If he calls you on the phone, you must do as he says. Do as he says. Deputy. Do you understand? Powerhouse. Do you know that HOD signs memo? Or you can about powerhouse. The governors know. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give order. The memo will come from IPOB Directorate of State. Right? IPOB leadership. Then the memo will be signed. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's announcement. Whether he sack you, appoint you, or anything they approved. When the memo is issued, head of the Directorate of State will sign it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not sign memo. It is called powerhouse. Powerhouse. The head of media is there. Head of defense is there. Head of all is there. Powerhouse. That's where people, hey, DOS, hey, DOS, hey, DOS, how are DOS? Ndị Ekperima, obe ha na-akpọ DOS, ndị Ekperima. Ya dịka DOS ọwụ nwaanyị ọ na-azụ ogiri. Right? Yes, whatever DOS says goes. Or say you check where. Whatever they says goes. Oya mere na agba anya egbe, anyị sịkwa anyị kpọọ ha. I say don't retaliate. Remain resolute. And you want to go, people that was able to remain resolute in gun battle. Oya koga wasigi remain resolute. Ubua you know the best one to do. If those that was witnessing gunfire was not able to do insubordination, is it you who nobody is after your life? Just something on our social media. I control Oge. Oga, we were at people was at the war front. If not for anything, we can pick stones and throw. If not for anything, there are people they can go there in a way, but we were asked to remain resolute. This time around, a matter arise. DOS are saying, stay, wait. I say, treat the matter, treat the matter. Kedebe treat the matter in Bana National High School. Did we not call them? Kedebe treat the matter. Treat the matter. Treat the matter. Treat the matter. Matter ebe ka ị na-treat. Enwere matter director na-treat chabe. Ọ ka nọ there. There are matter na ga-treat Biafra abịa. Ima otu icheti ya ọnụ. But onye nọ na gana say treat the matter. Oga, not every matter you treat. Enwere matter a ga-settle by the Biafra panel of judiciary. No independent. You know that some of your matters, you will keep it on writing. You will go to the court. There are courts that will look into freedom fighting activities. That is where people will be nailed. That is where people will be prosecuted. That is where you will lay complaint of the suspension of your father or your own suspension. Children can sue IPOB. Hence, your father did not fight back when suspended. Hence, your father did not attack IPOB when expelled. Your father went back. You will have the right to go to court for the image of your father. You yourself, you have the right to go to court for your image. These are things we want people to understand. There are matters that director have treated. Director Ijiraki, continental rep, o treat chair no go work. Nobody they kill director. All human being call one ebukwezi issue upon no overall. We keep history. Somebody that is pushing a leadership to take action, the person is not even trusted. The person will also deviate tomorrow. But then the person have pushed you to go and do something that is not good. When the person cannot remain to the end, the person that is not sure of himself will be pushed. Hey, take action. Take action. Yeah, want to be question. Tomorrow against one IPOB. But he want people that are hand over things to make mistake. The same people, they will go and blame them. Find their way and go their business. Nobody knows them. Now people know US IPOB fellow. Abraham no faces the business. He will not tell you that he was the one who gingered the US to do that. Let me tell you, we don't have cell. We don't have court. We don't have police. We don't arrest people. We don't have constitution. We are not running a country. We are running an organization that is fighting to free our people. Where will we lock Onibemara? Where shall we lock them? Kedeba jail, how many years imprisonment? That is why we can suspend or we expel. You must know this in IPOP. You must know that name will matter. That it all treaty guru. Yes, Okwegi, a happy ota. Can you hear me? Any instruction? Any meota. Onye kwere me obey, ewere onye ahụ rụọ ọrụ. Anyone that obeys, IPOB were rụọ ọrụ. Hapụ ndị na-ekwegi ka na drag the matter. That is how we run IPOB. You will in 100 years in IPOB, Magia. You will in on IPOB, Gamma that your office will be undermined. Emmanuel remove Vogi, email noise, and happen there. But you will not be used. Nobody will make use of your office. But message will be going. God asked you before. It was done to him. He's a deputy. But honor there and the matter now or deputy and now to a boss. Yana Hona, people are giving result. Arabazie. Do you understand? One day I got accused people who just been a program has people. In manner that na monye merigin sort monye mere a video madige kumakagiwa, you can keep it. Go to Biafran panel of judiciary that will look into freedom fighting movement. Le bayan at this video. Le bayan at this post. You can go and didn't you document here. How you will take voice note again? You might get a voice note. If there be no play where. That is rubbish. Or God document it. Go to the Biafra. Show civility. Biafra will come. Hence, you are fighting IPOB back. You don't have hope that Biafra will come. If you have hope, Biafra will come. Though you fell on the way, right? Then you keep your angers, document them. You can even show your children. See, this thing now, I did not do it. I was blackmailed. Anytime Biafra come, if I am alive or died, make sure you take them to court. Take IPOB to court. Very simple. If face it is free. It's your day ki galos IPOB kwatu IPOB na ebe kwano. Do you understand? There are people in the leadership who will decide na this matter na ha ga court can settle on here when Biafra comes. It is not a crime. It is not evil. Oh, Cameroon the right then. Ebi mana now we are at the war front. Here the leadership and IPOB na dey me my way issue. I no go me treat so many matter. Okwa ime nu mal oga ge hu na matter he get treat when life ni anya ge. Gi ona hu na onya a now acho ka treat the matter. That one etimpu treat the matter. Ijamu be matter na IPOB. Ijamu go matter ebe mmadụ chọrọ even a na-achọ mmadụ na-achọ ihe ọ ga-egbu ibe ya. Ịmakọta na-eji aka amụ ya da. Ịmakọ no instruction ka a na-eme na IPOB. Anụcha onye a no onye a no from you no from you. Eleba ya anya. Because we are the war front. We cannot be sitting courts. For ourselves, we are matured. Ihe a na-eme instruction. Mgbe enyi hapụwa, bịa gị nwa, imete ya, enyi move forward, bịa gị nwa, change position, ngwa gbawazie 5, bịa, ọ dị too much, ngwa gị na onye a agbakọzila, bịa, ga gbawazie 11, gbawazie gị, just move water, enyi play here, simple. Simple. Ịmara na ị gaghị pasịrị ya na ị na-agba 3, ị na-agba 2. You got pass, you got cross one ball to 7 now because all 3 no na 11, all 3 no na side 11, right? All left to left. Then 2 no right, side 7, right? So ebe you were playing 2 and 5, right? 2 and 5. Yeah, with a problem. We can still make it in the field, right? We can separate you. If you want to pass 0-10, you wanna pass 0-4, or a barrier 7. Through other players, it can still reach to that now only 11. That person that was playing 2 before, now 5, I move to 11. Give can 2. Instead doing this, we do it in IPOB. You will say that you still work together. Mbono genyego, you will not know. Mbono gejima kuungu mbono nyego. You will not know. So that is it. So we continue. When a matter DOS na get settled, here struggle me they cannot settle. When a matter your state coordinator na get settled, national coordinator that country get settled. Onwuhonya na aga igbu na IPOB oga na egbu mmadu. Onwuhonya na egbu. Anyị nwere 2 options, suspension or expelling. We don't have cell. We don't have judges. Ihe nwere instruction, direction, order. After teacher ọnụ n'okwu enye direction, directive, instruction, onye order, mee like this, enyi nọrọ ebe a, enyi mee ụta, enyi ozugo, ngwa move forward. Simple. Onye ha na-enye na IPOB. Isikwa na onwere onye ekpechara tụọ ya nga, gosi m onye ọwụ onye ekpechara kesi ya na IPOB tụọ ya nga. Gwa m onye ọwụ. So we move. So the reason why the governors are silent is because there is IPOB and ESN intact. They would have been clamoring. They would have taken over the stage had Simon succeeded in his claim, because not an allegation. Simon fought IPOB to the extent he ended up telling you no more IPOB. So it is not an allegation. Earlier we told you he's fighting to destroy IPOB and ESN. And at the end, he told you that he have destroyed IPOB and he have destroyed ESN, that they doesn't exist. But to you yourself, does IPOB exist? That we are clapping them. Okay? That is Iberibe. That somebody can tell you that he loves Nnamdi Kanu, later told you that Nnamdi Kanu is no longer leading anybody. That he is the one in charge now. That the one working now is his government in exile. That there is nothing like IPOB anywhere in the world. That any IPOB you see is IPOB Nigeria. Why Nnamdi Kanu is still IPOB in detention? Now you don't know such manipulation. It's kwam na ịma ihe n'iwe onye Igbo. No, it's him na ịma ihe. You love Nnamdi Kanu, hate IPOB, hate ESN. No more IPOB, no more ESN. Let me ask all those people. You have a different program, but I will ask them. Are you seeing the outcome, the current affairs coming up in Nigeria? Ask yourself, had IPOB go into gun battle, that's 2021, as we are shouting, 2022, as we are shouting? Do you know that Nozo Kataraka? Do you see where we are today? It is even today they are just telling you that they lied against your father. Do you see that that lie was fresh? They will use the influence of that lie, the influence of that lie to deal with you. Do you know that confession of Baghdad? Do you know what it have destroyed in international? Do you know their friends it have destroyed? Friends that will help them to maintain the other lie have seen that it was a lie. Do you know they cut off friends? In case war starts now, Nigeria have lost many friends. With that very confession, that revelation of Babangida, they have lost friends because that was a point whereby they deceived the international community. Do you know that in 2021, 2022, the lie was still real? The tag Igbo coup was still real. 2024, it was still real. And Nigeria will use that ground to invite their friends to deal with you. And do you know that there is still time to destroy things in Nigeria as we are patiently destroying it? Yeah, we are premature, which Nnamdi Kanu told us. Look at the atmosphere, or the go say tiala, or go. Are you not seeing that Nakan will more works to do? Are you not seeing it in your community, in politicians? You see the rise of politicians. You see how they are doing. Do you think that they will not collect gun from the enemy and shoot you back? Do you think that those that voted for P2B 2023, do you think had you started shooting 2021, 2022 at war, that they will not collect gun from the government, from the oppressors, and start shooting you because you want to force them out of their Nigeria? Have you convinced our people with the Biafra? You are just agitating, convincing many. People still believe in Nigeria and you want to start war. That is stupidity. If they join the enemy to fight you, it is not sabotage. You have not cleared them. You started premature war and they are still interested in Nigeria. They still want to try 2023 election. And you came and told them no election. Automatically you want to battle with them and you will fail. You cannot force your people into freedom. Now you know how intelligent we are. Now you know how intelligent IPOB is. That's why Nigeria is frustrated. Do you see why Nigeria must discuss with Nnamdi Kanu the existence of IPOB and ESN? If there is no ESN and IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu is chaff. Nobody will sit on a table to discuss with him. He's an individual. If somebody say talk with Nnamdi Kanu, negotiate with him, is because the people he's leading is still there. And again, you negotiate with individual or what? What are you negotiating? So you don't know that if there is no IPOB, nobody can meet Nnamdi Kanu. If he don't want to agree, he will remain there. No, why? What are you meeting him for? Is there any fear? That was the confidence Simon gave to them so that they could be able to kill Nnamdi Kanu. He told them no more IPOB, no more ESN anywhere in the world. ESN presented their parade video. He said that these criminals at the back of police station. Then now, he later declared ESN wanted. Anywhere you see them, he told his Liberation Army, there is no more ESN. Anywhere you see them, go after them. And you don't know that this is not him speaking. It is government speaking through him. But he presented Biafra to you. Somebody that is championing Biafra to you was arrested. Nobody identified as his brother. Nobody identified as somebody from his village. Nobody say this man is from my maternal home. Nobody said, this man, I am the sibling. Nobody said, this man, I am the uncle. Nobody said, this man, I am the cousin. Tell me, Igbo man that has no lineage. Tell me, Igbo man, the first thing Igbo people will ask you, who is your father? They ask you your name, they ask you, Onwonye. So they even forget, they don't care about your name. They care about your father. So how come in the time of Simon, they refuse to ask Onwonye? When we ask Onwonye, they say, why are you asking? What we need is Biafra. Tell me, even Jesus, I'm going to go test him more. Just more David more, I saw Abinadab. Abinadab, Jesse. From there, I'm Joseph. From Joseph, I send him to Jesus. Now, Ali Baga, Kocha Koi Ben Negi, Koyukuna. Koyukune. Otu akọ if somebody mad on one against Chekosi, it will still reach you. Otu akọ the Ben dog, and a mecha kwebe madu merogo. Some of the people, you have said, name and Madiana Ebedi Otua. Oh, he will forget to tell you his village. You want to go to Ebo Madiana. Yaw Ebe Mayash. Simon May, you won't ebe Bukoko. Kedo village unu, Koko, Kedo Lunu, Koko. Kedo nya one negi, Pomonye no na Igbo, no, now Mechra, go show me a Ludia, name wiggy one. So in case Simon and was a drew a bush. And you tell me in my name, no mistake. So do you think that if there is no, I am not a lawyer. Okay, Nigerian say we did not visit in Namdekano and you were later allowed no one in Namdekano they do IPOB. Without IPOB, you don't have DSS, how you put a they're afraid of nobody. They have bought over the politician, they have compromised. The only force is IPOB. Director going in a red line that day in a court. Happens then I went to go signal. Within 5 minutes, I have a red line, a bubble. Oh, why not go red? Go red. Ochawa yellow, I am. Ni went away. Right? Unkonike green because of illegal detention. So that is how we study. But I say, hey, emotion again. Nah, let us do something. Nah, you will go director. So you might help present there. So do you think now some people are back na trauma that Nnamdi Kanu's presentation in court? Do you think they have wakened? So many people have fallen sick since then. He appeared in court last. There was nothing to present. They have listened to the whole media presentation. There was nothing to hold. They have nothing. The whole media presentation was clear. Even those that are defending federal government, you that is listening to it will judge them immediately. Just a disgrace, because that is the kind of battle IPOB fight. I present here in the open. You see that open fight? We are showing it in Nigeria. You know they love secret fight. They go to Obalu, they kill people. That's why it's IPOB, ESN. They are all here bunkering. Why not going to bunkering? That is the why IPOB don't want. Na amajeke Nigeria ami abaye na mbiri na mbitolu gbuo madu ile no de mba ihe na all secret work ha na like. Don't you see that Fulani go in the night and burn houses? Ịgbapụta ha egbu oge gbaga egbe. Ha na like you otu ahụ. IPOB are like ya ha ga-aghọgbu anyị. They have bought over media, they have bought over countries. They will cover the news as they cover that of Ojukwu. No, we take them to the center stage. Court to decide they will disobey. That is a very serious battle. They are shooting themselves. They did not allow Ojukwu to be in that stage. Rather, they came with a gun. The war was in our land. They forced us into defense. They did the same thing when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. They started deploying army into our land. Because they know they are going to provoke us in court. And they are waiting for our retaliation at home. When we didn't retaliate, they were initially they wanted to drag ESN out of the bush. This Nigerian security agency, even some of our people, I don't know, in a store the event. It just not a struggle, no, it's an either go here. You need to study event. Immediately they saw, because immediately they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, the Fulani herdsmen and those that want to take over the south, they started disturbing the government. Send army, push ESN, let us take over the bush, let us take over the bush. Do you know when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped earlier, the army attempted to go from ESM camps. They attempted, but it wasn't possible. Do you know what they do? Because they want to push them out before Nnamdi Kanu, before anything, before IPOB will balance, because they thought that IPOB was in confusion. So it was the best opportunity for herdsmen to penetrate our bushes and take command, take control, so that when insecurity will start in our communities, we cannot see a place to run into. So when that thing didn't happen, do you know what they do? They started going into community, like in Zombe, right? They invade community. When they invade community, they will signal their agents. Do you know what their agent will do? They will give out voice. They will say, DOS should send our men. DOS should send our men. Nigerian army is killing our people in community. DOS, this is a pathetic demand. You must accept it if you hear it. You say, yes. What is our men doing? They should go to the community and save our people. Is that not what you say? That's what those emotional people were saying. Yes, DOS is nah, they have sold our men. No, they don't want our men to defend our people. Army is killing our people. But ESN, go and listen to the launching brokers of ESN by Mazen Khan. He said ESN is not going after army. It's not going after police. It's not going after government, unless the army or police turn to Katoriara in the bush, or you come to defend the Katoriara terrorists in the bush. Then you'll be treated as such by ESN. Now let me teach. Immediately, do you know why they were shouting? They want you to call at least they want us to force the ESN command. To command ESN in the bushes, whereby to come after the army in communities. They were army just to try. When they tried to enter ESN, it didn't work. They now come to the communities, attack. Imagine no strategy. When they come attack, they want to provoke you to leave the bush, so that you come and defend your people. When you come to defend your people, they will signal the terrorists to take over your bushes. By then, Elago. But when they were shouting, DOS should send our men, nobody was talking to them. Send men to Bukwage, as if we don't know their strategy. Try. We study event to Burger and the face in here dry name behind name. Time have not come when those that committed those crimes will be talking by themselves. Those that sponsor it will say it by themselves. That time is coming, because people must point a hand at the people. Right? When that time comes, evil one will point at evil one. Then time shall come also when politicians will be courageous enough to say that so governor told me so thing about Nnamdi Kanu case. Okay, you haven't come to that stage. You don't know. You don't know his name. Somebody must start it, and they will start it. This governor told me, if not, Nnamdi Kanu will be free. Because people must try to tell you that they have tried for free Nnamdi Kanu. They must come. They must tell us so. There are people who have tried very well. And some politicians are coming in, bringing it down. One day, they will call the politicians by their name and give evidences of what they said and wait for what will happen. Okay, man, time of accounting. Time of accounting. What will result to that? Your resoluteness. Your resoluteness will result to that. It is our resoluteness that result to Babangida book. Our resoluteness now, they are now pushing Gowon to do his own. After that one, if he do, that is his business. But the main foundation of the genocide have been exposed. Igbo coup. That was the key. Whether Gowon confess or not, it clicks to all. everything we have been witnessing in Nigeria started with the Igbo coup tag, that allegation, that's all. So whether he confess, whether he continue, whether he cause another war, that is his problem, not my problem. Thank you. Do you understand? Hey, put the middle of anyway, do come around, do I go up? Right? So had the Simon and their gang succeeded in destroying IPOB, as they presented to the government that contracted them that they have destroyed IPOB, had it been true, you will know that Hope Uzodinma, Dave Umahi, Okezie Ikpeazu, Nyesom Wike would have rise up and championed the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Wike will now tell you, he has said so many things about me, IPOB has said so many things about me, but we want him to be released. Dave Umahi will come and say his own. He wants it to be released. We want it to be released. We are meeting the government today. We are meeting president today. We want it to be released because there is no more IPOB. So hence we maintain IPOB. They have nothing to say. Dave Umahi have nothing to say. Go and ask him now about Nnamdi Kanu. He will be discharging you. Go and ask Hope Uzodinma. He will discharge you. But if governors call for meeting in Enugu, after everything, they will put it in writing. We are calling President Tinubu to free Nnamdi Kanu. That is just a sentence. Do you understand? It will be a demand if there is no IPOB or ESN. But hence there is IPOB and ESN, they never demanded for any release. Forget that. Only individuals that are demanding for release of Nnamdi Kanu. Individuals, House of Rep members, senators, but as a group, this very Hope Uzodinma, Dave Umahi, Willie Obiano, they control people here. Okezie Ikpeazu, Ifeanyi Okowa, they will always control those they brought closer. And everybody have Godfather. They control them, they will scatter it. Are you not aware? As a governor, as governors forum, they can never. The good one will demand for, they will thought they are demanding for freedom, and the good conscious one, they don't know it moves nowhere. Because move, let us move, no way. Oh yeah, get off, shift from the road, let others pass, no way. That is Dave Umahi, Hope Uzodinma, and others. And I told our people, the only way to defeat them is to defend IPOB, protect IPOB, make sure you maintain IPOB, make sure there is ESN, then they will be disappointed. They will have no joy. Imagine people that told you since 2021 they are monitoring a case, have never seen anything since they are monitoring. Have they given account of what they monitored? No. They weren't monitoring anything. They were monitoring scattering of IPOB. They were monitoring destruction of IPOB. They were monitoring the downfall of IPOB to come to reality. But it didn't work. Today, they are now deaf and dumb. They are now deaf and dumb. And we are here. That is what I want to present to you. Right? That's why when enemies was using digger, using shovel on the foundation of IPOB, do you know what their agent told them? Leave Simon, go for our leader. Go for our leader. I'm saying, Nyara. Ụlọ nka anyị tara ahụ rụọ na-ebu ozu ndị mmadụ a na-egbu anyị na-ebu ozu ndị nke anyị a na-egbu n'eli na-aga mọchụarị na-etriti ndị agbatara egbe na-arụ ụlọ IPOB esi m hapụ ya gawa Abuja ebe director nọ gị nwa ihe ị na-egbu ebe a ọ na Abuja ka ị na-egbu your sit at home ị na-eme enforce ọ na Abuja o nwere obodo nke ị nwere director nọ na Abuja bịa na-egbu onye Igbo na-afọs onye Igbo na-agbagbu onye Igbo na-ekidnap onye Igbo na-apị ụmụ skuul ihe na-emebi ọkwụrụ ndị Igbo na-agba keke ọkụ na-agba ndị mmadụ egbe na-agba motosaịkụl ọkụ n'ala Igbo ndị na-emere ka na-ebere ị gara Abuja nhapụ oke kwatu ụlọ IPOB Kanu lọtazie Dave Umahi enye ebe ọ ga-ehi. So I will allow you ka Simon were diga mebie foundation anyị tara ahụ rụọ mgbe ọ ka na-eme politics anyị nọ na-arụ ụlọ a na-agbagbu anyị na-arụ ụlọ ana achụara anyị na-arụ ụlọ, na-atụ anyị na mmiri anyị na-arụ ụlọ, na-ekidnap anyị na-arụ ụlọ, anyị na-eli ozu na-arụ ụlọ. Ese m gawa Abuja, Abuja gbukwa gị. Had we allow Ekperima to destroy IPOB, ka ebe ga-anọ na ndị nke anọ na ụmụ nwaanyị ndị anọcha na-akọ ọnụ ndị ike ụwa agụrụ, ndị nke a na-ekwu okwu na-ekwugharị okwu na-enwe basis, na-enwe any structure, ịnụbeghị okwu. But nke Nnamdi Kanu, hey, let us see our leader, let us. But nke Simon, has in police station ha gbara ọkụ for Simon. Show me one police station you burn down for Simon. Show me. Check a point you attack because of Simon release. Show me any local government headquarter you burn down for Simon Ekpa release. But you were killing our people, enforcing it at home, and tagging it free Nnamdi Kanu. When you are killing Igbo man, you be videoing it, posting it, and shouting it. Yes, and free our Nnamdi Kanu, which is lie. You are not IPOB. You are not ESN. Gwamonyo Shinekwu address ya. A terrorist telling you where he came from. Don't you know that we ESN will tell you who they are when they are doing legitimate work, which is their duty. They don't do illegal work. But you will be killing our people. You say ESN, it is wrong because you are a government agent. ESN came to save. The government agent came to kill. And I say, if not what someone is doing, there will be nothing like Biafra. Nobody will talk about Biafra. Nobody will talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Since Simon is in detention, are you not hearing about Biafra? Are you not hearing about Nnamdi Kanu? Are you not hearing about IPOB? Are you not hearing about ESN? In will issue maybe. Issue maybe. Do you have brain problem? Kedebe anyị karị nọ na ọwụ na anyị soro unu ga agbawa kroso. Kedebe anyị karị nọ ụmụ anọ mpama. Hey, leave our DOS, let us go and free our leader. Ya dịka Nnamdi Kanu ma ọ yọrọ gị biko. Somebody ma ihe ọ nọ n'ime ya. Somebody that knows how to utilize opportunity. IPOB utilizes everything that happens, whether good or bad. We make advantage of it. Do you understand? Tell me what you achieve with those destructions. Tell me. If you are from Arondi Zog, you are in abroad. You supported Simon. Travel home now. Come and tell us what you see. If you are from Okigwe, Okigwe, please travel home. If you have been supporting Simon, travel home. Tell us what you see. If you are from a Himembano, go. They will show you where people destroy because of Simon. If you are from Asi or Hitokwa, or you are from that Olu area, and you clap for Simon, Oga, please travel home. Tell us what you see when there is no war. Is there war now? But they told you there is war. We are fighting war. We are fighting war. Are you not seeing the atmosphere? Before you buy here, are you not seeing it now? Even at home, at home. Before you go to so many works at home. Excuse me. So many works to be done before you talk about gun or anything. But your own Ozugbo did that. Hey, shoot a gun. Inubekwe from the man. Is it take action? The man and I chere. They say, oh no, let us take action. How can he command us from detention? Ha! Chineke mekwere m ekpere. Iberibe wụkwa ọrịa. Do you understand? So at the end, they were all defeated. When we say defeated, government was defeated. Ndi Hana Simon also. Imagine such people. Hey, he was not arrested. No, he went for national assignment. First show. First lie. Something equals represent the reality. Hey, he went for national assignment. He will be back. I myself, I am in national assignment. I contacted him. Small time, yes, he was invited for explanation. He was not arrested. And I go very, more lie to defend lie. Okay. Yes, he had been released. No, you can hear also. Yes, he had been released. He's now going to court from home. You cannot arrest him. He's not like others. You cannot arrest him. How? He's a Finnish citizen, as if the law was meant for good. The law of the land was meant for the citizen. Do you understand? So you that came will also face the law. You committed offense of the country against the country constitution. Must they wait for Nigeria to come and tell them? So if you are fighting for freedom, you commit crime in another country's country. You'll be championing terrorism. Money will be trooping for terrorism. You'll be inciting terrorism. You'll be claiming what you are not. You claim to be army and they wear army uniform with a badge. A crime. You bring picture of a president, say that you was with him, which you have never been with him. A crime. Just to deceive you. These are things on the charges. Money was coming, you were not paying the tax. Money laundering. Not authorized by the government. Money was coming and pushing, coming, going out, coming, going out. You were also buying properties. Buying properties in Finland as this money was coming. The money was coming, going. You were also purchasing properties in the country. While they know your income and they are seeing your incitement, they are following. You fail the law of the country and the European Union law. It has nothing to do with Nigeria or freedom fighting. Now you understand. Is this to take action? You take your freedom by force. So, Kedinya mere Nigeria prescribe one. I will taking your freedom. Oh, the Tanya Baye Bokwea. The Tanya Baye they prescribe us without shooting gun. That means we are dealing with them without gun. Claim child, Ghana, he will be going to court from home. Obrogo now says, where is Abatobie? Where is Abatobie? Can provide a lawyer? I shall the game, ma. I want to say, I got what you will go on sell. I want not touch too much. Hey, he's a lawyer, and I talk about a lawyer. I have law firm, Eba Law and go. Elekwan lawyer again. Kade John Gachara Army, Ole Buti. Mad people. Unukure na reality. Happen to this say Tesugomo was Ricky. That is why I'm unmovable. I've seen with the Ban-Ki-moon. Biafra will come tomorrow. Kofi Annan. Hey, Ban-Ki-moon, Kofi Annan, George Bush, Clinton. We are meeting with Clinton in White House in Washington, D.C. Every time was it cannot traumatize. I call you Juliano. In your mother fake hope. Or I here. One mother reality. Now I get book where one mother no got town. One mother na this Johnny Teraka. Oh, the right to do Tranya complete. I'm comfortable as the nose of Wazai not easy. Hey, count 150 days down. Hey, 2023, count it to 28 February. That will be the end of Nigeria. Ogazukwana Ike Kamado no to Henante. I know the day Biafra will come. Count it down. Count it up. Can you make a Biafra deal easy? Kulu Soronia or the easy naka. So Biafra the easy Ojukuha Nigeria na call Biafra every day. Biafra the easy Nigeria to get and Nigeria is if you talk about Biafra they will be angry. So Oda Simon should present Regeka Biafra the easy. After destroying you, knowing that the end have come. He told you that Nana Guinness against Biafra in Finland. On your referendum online. Ijikure me put again. Hey, online referendum. On Lekona Honye referendum. Online. So a man a referendum by the people in their territory. Hey, it's a self-referendum. Oga kọrọ akụkọ na-enweghị shishi ebe a pụọ. Ịchọ ịgụ census ịgụọ census. Na-akọ inyo. Referendum wo 2 ballot papers, ballot boxes. Referendum, you will do your own, you will count it, no supervisor, nobody supervises, nobody what. You are the one who do referendum, you are the one who counted it, you are the one who give the figure, you are the one who did it. What are the location? What are those people that do your online? Good evening, Wukoma. Do you know if they came from Ghana? They came from Singapore. They came from Uganda. Even what about robot? Who now signed for referendum? Mad people. It will be done in that territory. And people will vote for Nigeria. That's the referendum. There must be competition. If we do referendum and no vote for Nigeria, it will be nullified. To not be accepted, people must vote for Nigeria. Do you understand? So that is it. And that is where we'll be bringing this very program or this very evening to an end. From me, Fearless IPB Evangelist Imaze Madam, and from here, our Homeland Radio Biafra presentation. It is good evening. Thank you.